Hey ZERT Nation, Andrew with Surefire. Going to talk to you about some of our long gun weapon light options. So as far as our Scout Light series of weapon lights goes and our long gun weapon light options, one of the first things you need to ask yourself is what's the intended application for the product. So that, I would start with size. Is it on a SBR, a short-barreled rifle, or is it on a standard AR? What's the amount of space that you have for that product? With that, you can dictate whether you want a 2-cell or a 1-cell Scout Light. So the M300 series are the 1-battery versions, and the M600 series are the 2-battery versions. 2-battery versions are obviously going to give you a little bit more output. They're also, with the additional length, going to allow you to hang it a little bit further forward, maybe reduce some barrel shadow. But if that, if you don't have the real estate for that on a short barrel rifle or a PDW, something more compact, you might want to go with the Mini Scout option, the M300 series. Now, in both of those versions, or in both of those Scout Light models, we make the Vampire series that I mentioned before. That Vampire series, just quickly touching on it again, is both white light and infrared. So to select between the two models, you simply pull and then you twist and you go into the IR mode. I can pull and twist and go into the white light mode. So a good option for running with night vision devices if you need both the infrared illuminator but you also want a white light flashlight. So when you go into the night vision mode, you flip it to IR, you're not going to get a white light ND, and same thing vice versa. So pretty cool option there. On top of that, we have several different mount options. So right here on this particular M600 Ultra, we have the RM45 offset mount. What that allows is you can place the product in the offset between the rail. So for most ARs, platforms out there, they have a Picatinny quad rail, and that leaves an offset in each position of the rail. So you can mount this so the Scout Light is tucked up, a little bit more low profile, kind of reduce your snag factor, so to say. It can also help with activation. If you're running a click type switch on it, it can be a little bit more convenient for where your thumb placement is. The standard option on most of our Scout Lights, I should mention that real quick, is this thumb screw model. Very simple. Uses a crossbar that goes in between the Picatinny rails, and then you tighten it down. And as far as how much to tighten it, recommend going hand tight, and then sticking a quarter in there and just doing a quarter more turn to make sure it's not going to back out on you. We also make double A variant. This particular model is a AA with a Vampire head, again white light and IR. We make a AA white light only. This is a product that kind of came out of the DSS side of the house, Diplomatic Security Service. Those guys are working in a lot of environments where they might not have a supply chain like most people do, and so 123s might be a little bit harder to find for them sometimes, and they wanted a flashlight that could operate off these AA batteries. The length is obviously sacrificed a little bit more with AA's, so it's a little bit longer than most of our flashlights, and the output is a little bit reduced. But another good option, depending on what your power source or what your preferred power source is, we have you covered on that side. Next up, we have the IntelliBeam Scout Light. Talked about the IntelliBeam technology a little bit earlier, but basically just to touch on it again, there's a sensor in the bezel. You can see that black tube. What that does is picks up the light that's reflecting off of whatever you're illuminating. So if something is close in, perhaps you're going through your own house and there's small rooms with white walls, the light that's reflecting off those walls will go into the sensor and cause the light to lower its output, so it's not overwhelming your eyes at those close distances. Now the Scout Light version of the IntelliBeam technology limits the light to 100 lumens on low, so no matter what, no matter how close you are to something, you're still getting 100 lumens. The idea behind that is if you pop around a corner and there is somebody in front of your face, you're still going to get at least 100 lumens, which is plenty of light to disorient that person in a close situation, and enough light for you to make a proper decision on what you need to do in that situation. So again, it goes from 100 lumens all the way up to 600 lumens, and everywhere in between then. It's constantly adjusting based on its environment. So you can see it dial up, and then it dials down to 100 lumens. IntelliBeam technology is a really exciting technology that is pretty new with us, but we're starting to phase it into several new products as time goes on. So that's about it. We're going to step into a second segment with the switching options.
ZERT's mission is to support law-abiding citizens taking their skills to the next level. We provide training opportunities and a wealth of knowledge via ZERT's global network of like-minded individuals. Each ZERT member can take it as far as they wish to go. You can take part in ZERT training, ZERT online training, network with individuals in your area via the forums or private Facebook pages, attend meet and greets in your state or county, or have fun collecting the unique gear ZERT has to offer. We have members from all walks of life, and our emphasis is on creating a safe, fun, and mature community for all involved. When you think of ZERT, consider the term lifestyle. Lifestyle can denote the interests, opinions, behaviors, and behavioral orientations of an individual, group, or culture. By definition, ZERT is a lifestyle. ZERT's instructor cadre is made up of Special Forces instructors who use their vast knowledge and real-world experience to teach civilian members. ZERT's goal is to elevate the level of education and safety in the training industry. ZERT is not just an organization. It's a lifestyle. ZERTNation.com